Welcome to Spotlight on Lakewood. I'm Mayor Adam Paul. From time to time, we like to get out and check in with our different wards to see what's happening in their neighborhoods. I'm joined today out in Ward 3 by Mayor Pro Tem Pete Roybal and Councilmember Mike Bieda. Gentlemen, thanks for having me out.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor.
So we're out here at one of the City of Lakewood's newest park purchases. This is an incredible piece of property. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, well, we're standing on the Taylor property. Well, it was formerly the Taylor property, and now it's owned by the City of Lakewood, the people of the City of Lakewood. And we're very excited about this purchase. This was something that, the people ask, what's the significance? My answer is, just look around. It speaks for itself. I see this as a wildlife refuge for people, right here in the middle of the City of Lakewood.
Well said. Yeah, I mean, this is just tremendous. So Pete, where do we go from here?
Well, looking at this property, it's a beautiful piece of property here, very enjoyable. And the intent when we bought this, we wanted to keep it passive open space. And that being said, we'll be looking in the future of our residents what they would like to see, and we'll continue having dialogue until we can bring this together. Timeline, it's open. We'll see what it takes, where we're going with it, but it's just conversations that we're having with our community.
Yeah, well said. So we have acquired it, the city does own it, and now the process will begin, more of a community outreach and really understand. But this is a great opportunity for a sneak peek,
yes,
of what this park will be like and the views that we'll be able to experience from this beautiful piece of property.
We just want to make sure and emphasize that this property is declared open space.
Sure. So staying in the ward, you got a lot of stuff going on. And so just north of us would be the intersection of Jewel and Wadsworth. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, that intersection, of course, is being developed as we speak, and people need to understand that that really is not under the control of the City of Lakewood. That is unincorporated Jefferson County. That being said, I know Pete and I think the entire city is watching very closely as to how that's going to impact the surrounding area and our residents, our Lakewood residents that live in the area. And we may have to make some changes there in infrastructure and so forth in the future to accommodate what's going on there.
Yeah, well said. And for those folks who may not be familiar, we're talking about the Green Gables redevelopment. So that is in unincorporated Jefferson County. So on the Ward 3 corner, which would be the northeast side of Jewel and Wadsworth, there's some new activity going on. There's a brand new business that just opened. Tell us about
Exactly, Mayor. We're really excited. I don't know if they dropped the plane in. I'm military, airborne and kind of moving on, but Hangar 101 is open for business. We also have another pizza place, which is a little bit further to the east on Mississippi on the south side, and great pizza.
Pizzeria Louie was just named the best pizza by 5280, and it's actually right there in Ward 3.
Fantastic pizza.
So Mike, welcome to you. This is your first term on council.
Yes.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you wanted to do this.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Well, Mayor, like you, I'm a homegrown product. I grew up here in Lakewood, went to the public schools in Lakewood, and graduated from Alameda High School. And, played sports here. My whole family lived here for many, many years. So, this is my hometown. And after I graduated from high school, I did go off to college and went to other parts of the country to launch my career as a lawyer and a businessman. In 2000, I moved back to my hometown, and I've been here ever since. And at that time, I was just interested in the goings-ons of the city, just as a citizen, trying to get more interested, involved in our city government. And over a period of years, it became apparent that I might be able to contribute something to our city government. And so last year I decided to run and give my support and kind of put my shoulder to the wheel. I know that I have struggled a bit with you know, the issues of a growing city. I mean, we're feeling growing pains, and so I ran to try and, one hand, save the heart and soul of our city, and at the same time accommodate those growing pains. And so, and it's been a gratifying experience so far.
That's great. Well, it's been great serving with you, and it's always interesting to try to find that balance, right?
Yes.
And protect what we so love about our city, and then also allow for, you know, things change, right? And you're
Right.
either going to move forward or you're going to move backwards.
Right.
We want to make sure we keep moving forward.
Exactly.
So we're into 2018. Share with the community your goals.
The first goal I had, which has been partially met, was the acquisition of this Taylor property. And of course, there's still another half that is out there that we haven't acquired, but that's still in discussions, let me say. So hopefully at some point down the road, maybe we can supplement what we've already got here. So that's one of my goals. The other goal was to work with my co-counselor here, Pete Roybal. He's done an outstanding job of making sure that our infrastructure in our ward gets the attention that it needs, you know, and I'm talking about roads, sidewalks, lights, parks. He's done a great job in the last 6 years, and so part of my goal was just to help back him up to continue that progress. And I think the most important thing that I wanted to accomplish, I would like to accomplish, is I want to reach out to our community and make them feel like they're being heard, that they're connected with city government. In the past, I felt like maybe they feel like they're not being listened to. That's not an easy thing to do. It's easy to say, but it's not so easy to do. It starts with communication. It starts with listening instead of talking. And it starts with earning the trust of the people. And so that's probably my primary goal, to get them more engaged in our local government.
So Pete, you're a veteran. You're a veteran of our council, and you know, you've done a great job this year. You were elected mayor pro tem, so congratulations.
Thank you, Bear.
What would you like to see in 2018? What are your goals?
Well, obviously, if you look at the city, we need to grow. And that being said, we need to make sure our infrastructure meets that demand. And looking forward to it, the roads, the infrastructure like the water, the sewer, the lights, you know, continue growing those to make sure that we can accommodate for the growth. In our ward, I want to go ahead and continue the same path that I started with, and that is bringing up to standards our infrastructure in our ward. The roads, the curbs, the gutters, the street lights, the sewer lines, the water lines, and continue addressing some of the social issues that are out there to help our you know, residents being able to at least live a comfortable life.
Yeah, and that can present unique challenges that the community may not realize. You know, the city should just fix the roads, the sewer, the water, the power, but in the city of Lakewood, we don't control all of those. So you're dealing with special districts, you're dealing with Excel Energy.
Yes.
So there's a lot of stakeholders that you got to bring to the table to make sure that we're working together. And
we also work with our sister city to the east, and work very close with them to, we deal with things that are that we have in common. And we've been very successful in doing that.
And for our viewers who may not realize, our sister city to the east is just a little city called Denver.
That's correct.
That's correct, right? So you guys have launched a really cool award this year called the Heart and Soul Award, and you reference that a lot. So tell us a little bit, one, where the phrase heart and soul comes from, and then a little bit about the award.
Well, the Heart and Soul Award is, it just basically talks about, you know, our basic city, our basic people, and it refers to kind of whatever you want it to refer to. But the idea of the award was that we wanted to, again, engage the public and our constituents more with our government, to be more involved. And we felt like the first way to do that was to start instilling some pride in them about our community. And seemed to me, and Pete, we talked about this a lot, the way that you do that is to introduce them to some of the very talented and accomplished people that live just in our ward, let alone the whole city. We've got some very smart, talented people and very accomplished. So, for example, the first award that we did, the first Heart and Soul Award, went to Edie Bryant. And Edie Bryant was a pioneer here in Lakewood. She helped formulate the city of Lakewood. She was one of the first women on our city council many years ago. And she's been active in our community, a leader in so many ways. So she was really a good choice to exemplify the award. But it doesn't have to be necessarily someone like that. It can be someone, a young person who's accomplished great things either in academically or in sports. Someone that we can look to and say, you know, they inspire us. We're proud of them. They're part of our community. And that's really what the Heart and Soul Award is. We're looking for nominations. We welcome nominations from the people. They can either email Pete or I on our city website, our city email address, and but we welcome the nominations.
That's cool. That's a cool award. And I think it's great because you also, you know, Ward 3 is kind of the heart and soul of Lakewood, right? Our downtown is Belmar, right. and that's in Ward 3. So it's cool that you have that and that you're honoring people.
Yes.
So we mentioned Belmar. What other areas are in Ward 3, or what does Ward 3 encompass for folks who may not be familiar?
We have such a rich history in our city. Martindale, for example, is one little subdivision that was built, and it was built for housing from a big corporation that was in the area, and that's why they called it Martin.
Interesting.
Now they converted it over to Martindale.
Indeed, and so your eastern border, of course, is Sheridan with Denver, and then Alameda?
Alameda's on the north side, and it goes to Kipling.
So you take in Addenbrook.
Yeah, yep. And then it goes south to about Florida, and then it goes east on Florida to about Wadsworth, and then it goes south on Wadsworth to roughly about Jewel, which is a little bit further south here. And we meet with Denver.
It's great, and very much so a diverse ward when you look at Belmar to the horse property, now to this great oasis right in the middle, right in the middle of your ward. Right. So I know that being out in the community and meeting your constituents is very important. Tell the community where they can find you, when your meetings are, and what the best way to contact you is.
So Mayor, our next board meeting will be in August. Will be a community picnic at Lasley Park on the 18th of August. And that is going to be coupled with the rededication of Lasley Park, which the city has done great things there and just redoing the thing, giving it a fresh facelift. There'll be free hot dogs, hamburgers, we're going to have a free ice cream, and so we invite everybody to that. Then we'll go back in September to our regular ward meetings, which are on the fourth Saturday of every month at the Phillips Methodist United Church on Pierce in Florida, and those start at 9 o'clock.
That's great. There's so much going on, a lot of great things, new parks, new park space, Belmar's booming, so thank you gentlemen very much. Anything else you'd like to share with the community?
Well, please come join us. The information that we continue to put out, if you'd like to be on the email, please contact us, let us know, and we'll put you on the list.
Great.
So.
And Mayor, I'd just like to say thank you for all of your support in the past of you know, the initiatives and the things that we're trying to accomplish. So I really appreciate your help and your support in the past.
Oh no, that's
thank
great.
You.
Well, likewise, I appreciate everything that you guys are doing.
Also, I'd like to go ahead and say thank you for helping us bring the Taylor property to fruition. And also, Mike, thank you for spearheading the Taylor estate here to helping us purchase that. So. Thank you so much.
A lot of great things to celebrate. Our jobs are tough, right? Because there's these tough issues and we all care about the community. But I can tell you that these individual council members really do care. They want to hear from you. They want you to be a part of the community. So please engage. The more people, the better, the more voices we can hear from. So again, thank you for having me out here. Thank you for the great job you're doing for the city of Lakewood. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. And remember, together, we'll do great things.